Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. It is Monday evening, and I'm coming to you a little bit later. We've had so much going on with the full moon energy and so much more. Just taking it all in and working out this energy. So did you get a chance to do the ritual and the intentions with the full moon? Well, you still have time to do so. Please take advantage of this full moon energy and Leo. Right now is energy blending in from Leo to Pisces, but we still can work the energies. It's very important that you plant seeds and work with what we're doing, and you'll be surprised at how aligning yourselves with the lunar cycles will bring about your intentions and manifestations that you have never dreamed of before. But let me get into a couple of PSAs before I get into today's daily fresh tarot card reading and today's astrological forecast, which is on the website blog. Now, coming in this week, we have a couple of videos coming up in reference to journaling and the money tree and a couple of other things going on. We also have Valentine's Day, which is this Friday. So we are offering love readings coming up as well. So go on and schedule. We have a great rate going on for love readings. Now, love readings doesn't necessarily mean about the other person. Love readings can be finding out about self-love and how to heal from certain areas. You'll find out through doing diagnostic readings that how it brings so much value to you and bring about an energy healing and surge and much more. We do have Mercury in retrograde coming up next week, but we are in the shadow phase of Mercury in retrograde, and we have Chiron, the planetoids, in affecting this as well. So we do have a video coming up on that, and an alter visual unity visual that will be in play for Mercury in retrograde, and I will talk about that coming up in a video on how it's important to work with this switch up of the energy. Some people tend to think that it doesn't affect, or they're new to understand that it does affect. It does affect you in a lot of different ways, especially in your house of your natal chart, and how it will bring back things from the past. But we are in an energy right now that is breaking off past cycles of life, things that have gone on, past cycles, and paths that are shedding themselves off of us. So there's some uncomfortability going on in this 2020 in this beginning stage, but it's very important that we shed the old and be able to go into the new. So drum roll, please, into today's reading. Now, we have the Hermit card in reverse. The Hermit card in reverse. And as the clarifier, we have the Lover's card in reverse. The Lover's card in reverse. Now, what is the Divine, the Source, saying about the Hermit card for us on this Monday? Okay. Now, this Monday, as far as this Hermit card, this is showing us that with the Hermit card that you need to connect with others, even though you are going through your soul connection, reconnecting yourself, and getting social for balance. Okay. So right now, there's been a lot of energy for the past maybe the past early part of, January and beginning of February, where we've been having the vibration of disconnect and working on our higher selves, working on our spiritual paths, and being more in the hermit phase, more so being set back or more in the hibernation stage. Okay. However, we do have a new energy it's time to switch that up and bring into some balance. Now, with the Lover's card here, doing a clarifier with the Hermit, the Lover's card here is saying that you could be in harmony with yourself and go out with others too, and be balanced and become more going out with harmony and getting outdoors, getting more so with other people, blending in, maybe getting into some of your favorite activities, lining that up, maybe joining a meetup. I always advise that with clients as well a lot, is to join meetup, because meetup gets you to be around others that have a common interest in some areas that you may have an interest in. It could be whatever your hobbies are. It will help you to be around other people. And sometimes, pardon me, I'm dealing with a little bit of sinus. Sometimes getting around other people, it inspires us, it gets us into harmony and balance, and removes that cocoon energy into a blend. And it's important to know when to shift. And now the divine, the sources, and angels are saying it's time to shift. You should connect with others too. You should connect with others. So take heed to that beautiful message, because if you, stall out too much, then when the season gets ready to switch into spring here in North Hemisphere, and those that are in the Southern Hemisphere, you may be moving into fall, and then you go into a different element. So what do? Humans need other humans, and we need connection. But there is true balance and harmony and connection. Now, as we're moving out of this fiery and moving into the astrological forecast, as we're moving into such passionate full moon of Leo, which has been great, and doing a lot of still working on the full moon manifestation boost is still in process. And the first of the month, Saint Blessings, is still in process. Leo hopes to encourage you to act where it's most important. Okay. So on Monday here today, our focus is with moon is in Virgo, even though we still have that flowy energy from Leo. It doesn't just dissipate. It flows for several days. And I tell us all the time that we have the ability to still flow and work with the energy from the full moon. But here it's going to be moving on Tuesday, from today and Tuesday. You still can pay a lot of attention to the full moon phase, details, paying attention to what you're eating, paying attention to editing. That's what I call it, not dieting, but editing for us. And how much you are moving, getting back into your routine that you may have slipped out of. So if you slipped out of some routines, you need to get back engaged in life. Pretty much that's what our reading was saying. Over another transit that's happening today on Monday is Venus conjuncting with Chiron. Okay. Now, Chiron, they are both in the sign of Aries, and I've been mentioning Venus was moving into Aries, but now Chiron is entering into Aries as well, which is Chiron is a planetoid. It's like a group of planets, all right, small planets. I feel that this is an opportunity to heal old wounds, maybe even wounds from your childhood, based around speaking up or taking action that was not met well back then. Chiron and Venus conjunct wants to heal and use the wisdom that time has provided. So time will give us the wisdom in the healing process. So if by chance an old wound does show up, maybe an old person may show up in your life that is maybe a wound mate and some kind. It's now the time to act and take those much needed steps towards healing. And that's where healing can take place in so many manners, but it takes work to do the work to get healed, so that way you can speak to the child from within, or even the adult within. Lots of times adults are so severely wounded, and it causes them to stay in the hermit phase when we feel this vibration and not moving into harmony phase, which the Lover's card is trying to express, especially when we have Venus and Chiron moving into the sign of Aries, which the sign of Aries is that stand-up guy. I call it the stand-up guy, the first astrological zodiac sign that gives us that oomph as well to put on our night outfits, meaning KINIGHT, put us in that vibration of Venus puts on her hat as well, and we put on those uniforms, soldier uniforms, to go get it. And so this is a very important time to maximize on that. As well, it's a good time to think about healing in some areas that you need to do. Forgiveness as well, along with this full moon energy. Energy healing is very important as well. so that we can heal from wounds of the past, maybe current wounds that have been from disease or sickness or mental challenges, and so much more. We do offer, along with um, diagnostic readings and intuitive readings, we now offer energetic healing, which is energy healing, and we'll be bringing that in through Skype at the end of February, and as we offer it locally. So go on and schedule that. You can contact me with emails to go on and schedule how we go about doing something like that online worldwide. It's very important that your energy is healed so that you can break forth and move on in some areas. Okay, so that is the astrological forecast, and that's me sharing some information which is very important to us. Make sure you click that wiggly bell down below, ding dong ding, to make sure you're getting the daily fresh tarot card reading that comes to you on a daily basis, and spell work, and which is root work, and much more. Welcome North Node Tribe, Flowers in the Attic Book Club. We are now closing out by the 16th of reading our book with the book club, Keeping the Keys. I will be announcing the book that will be following up behind that, what book we'll be reading on. I suggest all of those that want spiritual information, spiritual download, spiritual path change, and how to work with the deities and that is in the astral plane, angel, spirit guides, and ancestors, to get into the book club, because there's so much things that will download to you and that will be treasures in your life. So I look forward to those that are new coming into the Flowers in the Attic, and those that are already have taken this path and taken the steps to learn more and to dig deep into themselves and not rely on others, but divide the word of truth that will heal, correct, download, change your life, and grow you into the spiritual being that you are, and no longer wearing shades on your eyes, but now awake. Welcome, new subscribers alike, and Instagram followers, and Twitter followers as well. Have a great and magical Monday night. Those that are in different areas, you're probably going into Tuesday already. So I love you for watching today. Don't forget to dig deep and trust in who? Yourself always. See you next time. Bye-bye.